Hey guys, it's me, Miss Melanie. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are staying safe. Hope y'all are healthy. Been praying for you. Since we can't come to church and learn in our kids' classroom, I thought about filming a video, a lesson today, and letting y'all watch it wherever you're at. So, today's lesson will be found in Daniel chapter 3. It's about 3 guys. I know you've probably heard the story, but it's such an awesome story about how they knew what they had to do, and no matter what in that circumstance, that sometimes they might have been afraid, but they knew to always trust God and not worry about a thing, because He knows everything, He loves us, and He wants to always protect us. So, here we go.
King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, 90 feet high and 9 feet wide, and set it up on the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. He then summoned the satraps, prefects, governors, advisors, treasurers, judges, magistrates, and all the other provincial officials to come to the dedication of the image he had set up. So the satraps, prefects, governors, advisors, treasurers, judges, magistrates, and all the other provincial officials assembled for the dedication of the image that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up, and they stood before it. Then the herald loudly proclaimed, "This is what you are commanded to do, O peoples, nations, and men of every language. As soon as you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipes, and all kinds of music, you must fall down and worship the image of gold that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. Whoever does not fall down and worship will immediately be thrown into a blazing furnace." Therefore, as soon as they heard the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, and all kinds of music, all the peoples, nations, and men of every language fell down and worshipped the image of gold that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. At this time, some astrologers came forward and denounced the Jews. They said to King Nebuchadnezzar, "O king, live forever! You have issued a decree, O king, that everyone who hears the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipes, and all kinds of music must fall down and worship the image of gold, and that whoever does not fall down and worship will be thrown into a blazing furnace. But there are some Jews whom you have set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who pay no attention to you, O king. They neither serve your gods nor worship the image of gold you have set up." Furious with rage, Nebuchadnezzar summoned Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So these men were brought before the king, and Nebuchadnezzar said to them, "Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my God or worship the image of gold I have set up? Now when you hear the sound of horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipes, and all kinds of music, if you are ready to fall down and worship the image I made, very good. But if you do not worship it, you will be thrown immediately into a blazing furnace. Then what God will be able to rescue you from my hand?" Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, then God we serve is able to save us from it, and He will rescue us from your hand, O king. But even if He does not, we want you to know, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up." Then Nebuchadnezzar was furious with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and his attitude toward them changed. He ordered the furnace heated 7 times hotter than usual, and commanded some of the strongest soldiers in his army to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and throw them into the blazing furnace. So these men, wearing their robes, trousers, turbans, and other clothes, were bound and thrown into the blazing furnace. The king's command was so urgent, and the furnace so hot, that the flames of the fire killed the soldiers who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, firmly tied, fell into the blazing furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar leaped to his feet in amazement and asked his advisors, "Weren't there 3 men that we tied up and threw into the fire?" They replied, "Certainly, O king." He said, "Look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, unbound and unharmed, and the 4th looks like a son of the gods." Nebuchadnezzar then approached the opening of the blazing furnace and shouted, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out, come here." So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out of the fire, and the satraps, prefects, governors, and royal advisors crowded around them. They saw that the fire had not harmed their bodies, nor was a hair of their heads singed. Their robes were not scorched, and there was no smell of fire on them. Then Nebuchadnezzar said, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and rescued his servants. They trusted in him and defied the king's command and were willing to give up their lives rather than serve or worship any god except their own God. Therefore I decree that the people of any nation or language who say anything against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego will be cut into pieces and their houses be turned into piles of rubble, for no other God can save in this way." Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon.
It's object lesson time. Oh goodness. We're gonna need an empty water bottle. it is taped on there. It says us. So you'll need that. Then you'll need a CRMS Sprite, some clear soda that says on the front, it says trusting God. And then we have a Coca-Cola, root beer, some kind of dark soda, Pepsi, something like that. And on the front, it says worry. So today I have my assistant, Chloe. We also have a funnel. It's glittered, so whatever you have. Now, Chloe, if you don't mind, will you pour? I'm gonna open this up, put your leg down. Okay. Whoa. Okay, now you're gonna pour that.
Into the funnel?
Yes.
Is it okay if we get messy?
Oh yeah.
I can't really lift it, it's so big.
Whoa, okay. All right.
We have that in.
Okay, we poured that in.
Now we have to put the Coca-Cola in, or Pepsi, whatever.
Yes, but first I want you to see that trusting God, it's clear, He has a perfect and clear plan for our life, and He knows everything. So we don't have to worry about what is happening today or tomorrow. We just need to trust in God. And that is why we have clear, okay? Because He has a clear plan for our life and we don't have to worry about it. So, whoa!
Splashed into my eye.
Okay,
Let's
so now,
see. Let's get it.
What happens when we trust God, but then the devil starts telling us things like, we can't do that, or we're not strong enough to handle that, or we don't have any friends, or stuff like that. And we worry and we constantly worry and we lose focus on God and trusting Him. And we start to worry about every little thing and we lose focus. But what happens is when we pour in the worry, it changes us. See, it was clear because God has a perfect, clear plan for our life and He knows everything. But see, we don't know everything. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. And when we worry, it becomes murky, it becomes dirty. We don't know what we're doing. And when we worry and get afraid, get scared, listen, God knows everything. No, God knows everything and we don't have to worry about a single thing. And when things happen to us, what do we need to do? What do we need to do, Chloe? When things happen to us, what is the first thing we need to do? We need to pray to God, yes.
And you should forgive our sins to God.
Ask God to forgive us of our sins.
Read the Bible.
Read the Bible.
And that is all.
And that's all, okay. And when the devil tells us to worry and tries to tell us, oh, there's all these things going on, what should we tell the devil? No, devil, I'm not gonna worry. No, devil, no. I'm going to trust God.
I can smack that devil.
Oh goodness, I'm gonna trust God and leave it all up to Him because He knows everything. He loves us. And if we trust in Him and we do what we're supposed to do and what He wants us to do, everything will work out according to His will and plan. Okay guys, just real quick, since we can't be here, I just wanna go over our verse from last Sunday, okay? It was found in 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. It says, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be men of courage, be strong, do everything in love. Just wanted to go over that verse one more time, okay? 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be men of courage, be strong, do everything in love. Okay guys, that's it for today and thank you so much for watching if you did, and have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, be respectful, be strong, listen to your parents, stand strong in the faith. Apparently I have to let Chloe film. Thank you, have a good day, bye.